are you guys? On a serious note, this is week 4 and hopefully you have been practicing all the moves and are getting better, improving. Remember, repetition, 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 practice, practice, practice is what progresses you and takes you to the next level. So we've done a lot of stuff on the upper body. So we've done our strikes, we've done an elbow. Hopefully you've been practicing those and getting those down. Now we're going to move to the lower body. So we are going to be focusing on one of my favorites, and it is the teep. The teep is a very effective, especially when you want to push your opponent, create space, or even fake somebody out with that leg, and then you're going to come in with something on the upper body. So there are many forms of teeps that I've seen out there, and we're just focusing on very basic, but to the body right here, teep. Because there's also teep, you can go teep to the face, different variations of teeps, but we're just gonna focus on just the lead and coming in with the rear. Let's break down the teep. The first thing first, whenever you're doing anything on one leg, is you've got to have balance. Most of us do not have very good balance on one leg. So some things you can practice to help improve your single leg strength, single leg balance, is you'll be just standing in position just like this and lifting up one leg. And we're gonna do both sides, so make sure you can do 30 to 60 seconds each side. Do it about maybe four times. Practice this daily or however often that you are practicing your Muay Thai. Just add that in. So you'll start with that. Some of you might be like, which is gonna be normal. But that's how you get better, is you're practicing getting that control. Then you can start adding in movements, forward, back, just kind of swing it. These will help with those stability muscles, that help with the balance, improve that balance on those single legs. So you can do that. And practicing that, getting used to that, getting comfortable with that. You guys practiced your stance being nice and soft in this position. You're not standing too wide, that shoulder width apart, kind of a 90-degree angle, depending on if you're regular or your southpaw. Now when you go to do the teep, you are lifting your leg up here, and you're going to be extending. You're going to be extending with your hip, and the point of contact is going to be the ball of your foot. So when you're coming out, so you can see how I'm extending out, and my body it slightly leans back with that extension, and I'm keeping a nice, strong, and engaged core. Also, your hand placement, this hand stays up to protect your face, and then this hand with that teep comes down. So that helps with balance and also helps to get that power into your teep. So how it looks is you're here and extend out, back in, and down. So you can practice that nice and slow, get that movement down. Then as you get comfortable, then you start throwing that teep and you get power into it. You can't just do this, okay? You can see that I don't get very far with this teep. When you add that extension in your hip and you extend everything out, you're gonna get a further reach. You're gonna get more length out of that teep. So you can see how here, not doing much, but when I add that extension, how much further I get. Your rear leg as well, so it would be the same thing, and you're stepping into that. Okay, so this is what it would look like. Let's do this, break this down. So you're here, step, teep out. Coming back. Make sure you always come back. You don't want to step here, because if you put your foot down, so if you're coming with this rear leg, you're teeping and you put down, it's bringing you that much closer to, say you have an opponent, it brings you further into that opponent where they could probably get you with something. So you want to teep and come back. Keeps that distance. Extension, no matter what side you're doing, you're extending, and the point of contact is the ball of your foot. Because if you are either training with somebody, so you're teeping somebody, either their body, or they have a pad on, or you're teeping a bag, you want that point of contact to be the ball of your foot. Otherwise, you could break your toes. So you're coming here, it's up, toes back. That ball of your foot is the point of contact. Otherwise, you don't want to be down. So always remember, extend through your hips, ball of your foot when you're teeping. Once you get that down, then you can practice. You could do 20 reps on one side, 20 reps on the other side. Same thing, repetition, repetition, repetition. Make sure that you are breaking down and you're doing the technique. Start slow, make sure you have the correct technique, and then practice. And then as you get comfortable, as you start getting that muscle memory, then you can start going quicker into that movement. So that is your added addition to Muay Thai this week. So don't forget to keep practicing your combos and then practicing your teep this week. And then next week, we are going to mix in your teep with the combos that we've learned so far. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this week's added addition, the teep. And don't forget to like it. If you want more, comment, let me know what progression that you've made so far, anything that you've worked on. Let me know how much you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys, I will see you next week. Mwah, mwah.